Welcome back to another RuneScape update. Today includes a lot of improvements to the permanent Deadman world. First up, they have added 4 new charms, which you can get from killing NPCs at 200 combat level or higher, or from boss breaches. When you die in battle, these charms will turn into a small amount of coins for the PKer that killed you and shatter into glass, which goes to your gravestone so you can keep a little collection of all the charms that you have lost. So let's take a look at all 4 of them. First up, we have the Nimbleness charm. This boosts the number of marks of grace on the floor from 1 to 5 and lets you use any shortcut regardless of your agility level, although item requirements still apply. It also allows you to automatically re-pickpocket NPCs until you can no longer do so, for example if you hit your coin pouch limit. Then next up we have the Stockpiling charm. This triples your rewards from Wintertodt, Temperos and Guardians of the Rift. It stacks your clue scroll drops and it also sends resources gathered from mining, fishing, woodcutting and farming straight to your bank. Then we have the Accumulation charm, which triples clue scroll drop rates, Chinchompa captures and resources from mining, fishing, woodcutting and farming. And it also multiplies runes produced during runecrafting by 5. Then finally we have the Vulnerability charm, which boosts your accuracy against monsters by 50% in all styles, multiplies Thrall max hits by 5, and reduces incoming damage from monsters by 25%. Then moving on to the new boss breaches. Every weekend starting at 2 AM GMT, breaches will occur every 4 hours on the permanent Deadman world until the last breach on Sunday at 10 PM GMT. Up to 25 NPCs will spawn in area breaches, whereas up to 6 NPCs will spawn in specific location ones. These NPCs will drop ancient warrior weapons, trinkets and the new charms mentioned before. Today's update also includes some balancing tweaks for the breaches chaos. Firstly, if you still have protection time remaining, you're in the no attack zone. This means that you cannot attack anyone in multi or single areas and breach monsters are off limits too. Secondly, each breach monster now drops 1 chitin per kill and there's a 50% chance to receive a second regular supply drop instead of a chitin. The combat brackets are now separated into levels 3 to 75, 76 to 85 and 86 plus, and each bracket now enjoys a 2 times unique drop rate modifier. They're also changing the PJ timer to a last hit system. You can now land the final blow to trigger an uninterrupted teleport out. When you do get PK'd, your attacker now only pockets 50% of your top stackable items, and they've also added in the supply drop tables from Deadman Armageddon and balanced the Wildy Slayer task emblem drops. They now offer both tier 1 and tier 5 emblems. Morgan's Javelin special attack now triggers a bleed effect every tick instead of every 3 ticks, and its bleed damage is boosted from 5 to 10 per tick. The total bleed now reflects 75% of your original hit, and Morgan's Throne Axe special attack now only requires 25% of your special attack, and a successful hit speeds up your next attack by 1 tick, effectively turning it into a 3 tick attack on rapid. Then we have some quality of life and content resurrection related updates. First up, giant seaweed runs on Fossil Island are back, frog random events will no longer hop off the radar on Deadman worlds, and Crack the Clue 3 is now completable across all Deadman worlds. There's also been some new additions to the Bounty Hunter shop. The Imbue Scroll has been added for 1 million points, and Castle Wars Halos have been added for 500,000 points each. Then finally, the Trover Parchment is available at 250,000 points. Then the last of the Deadman updates is focused on some quality of life changes. Players can now receive regular loot from Revenants even though emblem drops remain disabled. For Skulled players, an emblem drop roll yields either magic or U seeds, and for Unskulled players they will receive a Dragon Med Helm. Players now receive double Dragon Bones and superior Dragon Bones from green and black dragons in Vorkath, and both will be noted in the wilderness with the Elite Diary. Pest Control now awards 4 times the points, and the Agility Pyramid now grants 30,000 coins instead of 10,000. Blighted Overheads are now available in the permanent Deadman world, and Stadius' Warhammer now guarantees a hit on Tecton's first special attack and doubles as a regular hammer for building chests and chambers. Players can no longer enter the Colosseum or create a private instance at Huey while Skulled, and you can now chat with Nigel at the Lumbridge Graveyard or use a Deadman chest to toggle off combat XP or just hit points XP individually if you wish. Then they've got quite a few things launching today. First up, you can now register for the Project Solaris playtests, and they've also launched some socks and hats in their merch store along with a couple of other things. They've also opened pre-orders for the U2's collaboration. And then finally, a new survey has started that aims to gain feedback about their current roadmap, which they discussed at RuneFest recently. In the other changes this week, they fixed an issue where player-owned house telescopes using the Civitas or Canifis wall kits would incorrectly display a message about the wall instead of showing incoming shooting stars. The Crystal Halberd, bow and shield now share the same quantity variable and use crystal charges, not coins. And those, along with the Echo Venator Bow, Alchemist Amulet, Celestial Ring and Signet, Giant Soul Amulet and the Pendant of Eights, can now properly access charge configurations. Upon creating Emberlight, Scorching Bow and Purging Staff from the Tormented Synapse, you will now receive the original 730 smithing, fletching or crafting XP for the first upgrade, followed by 73 XP every time after. During a Hellrat Behemoth fight, you can now use fish and milk directly on your cat to support it rather than having to pass them through the alcove's curtain. And reanimated goblins can now drop the Champion's Challenge scroll. The PvP rota has moved to Period B, and the PvP arena is using 1 Death Pure loadouts in ranked duels and tournaments this week. And that is all for today. I'll see you again next week for another RuneScape update.